Hi everybody, and welcome to Financial Analysis with Excel. I am your instructor for the course. My name is Professor Nugent, and I wanted to create this video to give you an overview of what to expect from this course so you could decide whether or not it's right for you. Now, I put together a course that's been redesigned for this semester because this is going to be an online class. So I had to redesign the course in a way to make the online learning as valuable as possible. So one thing I did was I threw out all the teamwork because it's very difficult to do teamwork in the online environment. And that was a big aspect of the course when we used to meet in the classroom and we'd work closely together where I'd have 4 students in a group working with each other during class time. But this model is not going to work online. So I redesigned the course to make it individual work and use elements from the internet and different websites and videos to help propel the class into a more valuable framework for you, the student. And the purpose of the course, the overall goal of the course, is to prepare you to work in finance with practical skills and in both financial analysis and Excel, so that you have something to offer an employer and be able to demonstrate your value during an interview. So that's the overall goal of the course. So if getting a job in finance is important to you, having the skills that will propel you forward in your career in finance is important to you, then this class should be important to you. Okay, so how the class works is, first I have my first announcements is the getting started announcement. So I'm going to put the video here and then mail this announcement to all the students in the class. Now, you should watch this video in its entirety because I'm going to be answering questions and going over things in all points of the video, including the end of the video. So you don't want to not watch it completely and then ask me a question because it really frustrates me when I have to reply back. Please watch the video at minute 6 and 26 seconds where I answer that question. You know what I'm saying? So watch the whole video. Okay. Now, the first thing to do is to read over the syllabus. So let's do that. So syllabus is right here. And the syllabus for the course describes that the course is asynchronous. So that means that we're not meeting in person. You're going to experience the course in your time frame and what's best for you. So there are due dates you have to be aware of, but we're not going to meet at a particular time in an online environment. It's all going to be done asynchronously. So I will post videos and assignments and you complete them before the due date. But you will never have to show up at an assigned day and time for a lecture or anything like that. Okay, so this is I'm not going to read the whole syllabus to you, but this is something that you're going to read when you have the time. But basically, it's explaining that the course is asynchronous, so there's no set time for meeting. It's going to be fully online. I go over the basic course description, and so the course description is we're going to focus on things like finance, investing, computational techniques related to corporate finance, investment decisions. That's going to be the core of the course. So we're going to use Excel to explore financial mathematics, corporate valuation, capital budgeting, inventory valuation, profits, financial modeling, financial forecasting, subjects like that. So here's an overview of the course that you could read over, and then some specific learning goals of the course. Again, you can read over when you have the time. The course is going to focus a lot on what's called an executive summary. So this is something that, unless I specifically say not to do it, expect that all casework that you're going to be preparing for the course is going to require an executive summary. And I'm going to create a whole new video that's going to explain how to create an executive summary and what I'm looking for. Okay. Now, an important area is books and software. Okay. So there is Excel 2016 is what the course is going to be working around. And there's going to be a free download that you get if if you are a Stony Brook student, which you are if you're taking this class. You can get a free copy of Excel. So if you follow that link, it'll bring you to the Microsoft Office 365 where you can get the download Office, and this is free for Stony Brook students. So I'll give you the link where you can learn about the Office package, which includes Excel, that you get free as a student, and this works for both PC and MacBook. Okay, so that's important. Okay, now the second thing is the Corporate Finance Institute CFI Financial Modeling Evaluation Analyst courses. So this is a package that I was able to negotiate at a significantly discounted price. So if you were to go and pay for these courses individually, many of these courses are $100 to $200 each. But I was able to negotiate them down to be less than $10 each for the course. So when you're on the Blackboard, there's a button in the red menu that will bring you right over to their site. So when you click that, it'll bring you over here. And this is our Stony Brook, dedicated to Stony Brook, because it's a special negotiated deal that you can't get independently. So what you want to focus on is the 9 courses for $89.99. This is the bundle. These are the courses required for the class. They do put in other packages if you want to actually get the certification, the financial modeling, that valuation analyst. Yeah, so the certificate is the financial modeling valuation analyst. So that's something, if you pay for the $250 after the course, you can pay to upgrade, and it'd be $250 if you want to upgrade to the remaining courses and then get the certificate along with that. And then they have like a premium package if you want to get the CFI self-study bundle and the certification, which includes all the courses, which is basically just these 2 packages together would be here. Now, I suggest for this course, just get the basic bundle for $89. This doesn't include the 9 courses that are going to be built into this class. And each course, so when you click on this bundle, it's going to bring you to a page where you can buy it for the $89.90, and it'll list all the 9 courses that we'll be working on with this class. And each course comes with a certificate of completion that you can post on LinkedIn. And then if you do choose to upgrade later, you can upgrade to complete the remaining 6 classes and then have the full certification if that's something you feel is valuable. But it's not a requirement for the course, just this primary bundle for $89. Now, if you were to go to the main website, the Certified Financial Modeling and Analyst, this is sort of the main website. So they have 400,000 students who work for pretty well-known companies have taken this course completely. And basically, you could if you go to their main website, and I'm going to put this brochure up. You could read about the program, how much students earn after completing the program. And they talk about, what type of skills will be in here, what you'll be learning. So saying the average salary of people who complete this are $121,000. I don't know. I can't verify that. But it's an interesting thing to look at. Now, the program itself is valued, I think it's about $500 for a student to take the full certificate. If you were not associated with Stony Brook, but I've been able to negotiate that price down. If people do want to, if you like, I said stick with the primary bundle. If you like these 9 courses and you want to complete the remaining courses to get the certificate, that's your decision. It's not a requirement for the course. Okay, so let's go back to, so that's like Corporate Finance Institute. And now the third is an optional textbook. This is not a requirement. So if you're somebody who likes to have a textbook to help explain or sort of a backup resource, I do suggest this textbook, Microsoft Excel 2016, Data Analysis and Business Modeling. So this is something that you could look into if you wanted to get this textbook. It's not very expensive, around $25, not a requirement. So the only two really requirements are for you to get Excel, which you may already have, but you want to work with at least 2016 or later. 2019 is fine too. So you have all the relevant skills and tools. And you need to get this CFI Institute Modeling Evaluation courses, which I just talked about, which is going to be the $89.99 bundle. And what's valuable about it, again, is that if you want to upgrade to get the full certificate after the course, say you want to continue your studies in Excel and in financial analysis, and have something to add to LinkedIn or add to your resume, that's something you could think about. I do recommend it, but it's not part of the course. You don't have to get that certificate for the course because it is a lot of money, and so that's something you should think about. Okay, moving on, how I grade. Now, so there are no late assignments, absolutely no late assignments accepted. So be careful of that because I'm very strict with that if you know me from my other courses. And there's, if you do have issues in your life that may cause you to miss an assignment, such as a busy work schedule, a busy family life, things like this, do you plan to get your work done early so that way if something does come up last minute, you won't miss the assignment, because just want you to be aware of that. So the only excuses, of course, is if you have a medical excuse with a doctor's note of the day the assignment is due. Covering the day the assignment is due, of course. If you are, have a legal issue, you're in court, or if you are on a sports team and you're away, these are some things that are acceptable. But let me know ahead of time, not after the fact. So, if possible. Okay, so some grading information. 35 points will be associated with the CFI Learning video certificates. And I'm going to create a little video to talk more about the CFI Learning videos. They are interactive learning videos where you have to answer questions, where you have to take a quiz. So in order to earn a certificate, you have to pass the test or the quiz at the end of the video by 80% or better. So you pass that, you submit the certificate to me on Blackboard, and then you will get the points. So they're broken out. I'll show you in a few minutes how those are broken out. There's also the Excel case projects 1 through 6, which are 65 points together. That's 100 points of the class. And what's great about this course that is different from how I taught it previously is there is no midterm. There is no final exam. So you don't have to worry about tests or exams in this class. But you do have to worry about the quizzes or tests that come with the videos, but not for the course itself. So I'm not going to have a final exam for the course. And that's how you earn your 100 points, and those breaking out to a letter on this schedule. So please don't ask me to round your grade up at the end. Professor Nugent, I got a 77 in the course. Could you round me up to an A, please? And the answer would be no. Okay. So here's a basic schedule of how the course will work as far as the 14 modules. This is a loose kind of schedule of what we're trying to accomplish here. Online communication, so you're free to email me at any time you want. Usually it's going to take me, you had to give me up to 24 hours to respond, and I respond to emails Monday through Friday, so I really I'm not glued to my emails on the weekend. So Monday through Friday I'm all yours, but if you're going to email me on Saturday or Sunday, don't expect a response until Monday. I do use Blackboard announcements, and whatever announcements I send out, whatever announcements I put up on Blackboard, I also send out as an email to students, so check your Stony Brook email account. There will be a discussion board where you can ask questions, and I have a TA that will work with you in a discussion board. Now, if needed, we all have Zoom, so we could do some Zoom conferencing if there is a particular issue you're having or something you want to review, but I'm not going to set up any dates for the course. I'm not going to use Zoom as a course meeting site, but we could use it for office hours in case you have questions related to a case that you need a little bit extra help. Okay. Here's some little statement about etiquette. about how to be polite and what is appropriate when you're working in an online environment. So you want to show, whenever you write an email, you want to show respect to, or a discussion board post, you want to show respect to the instructor or the other students in the class. And remember, people could have differences of opinions. You always want to be polite and constructive. Okay, so that's the syllabus. This wasn't meant to go over the syllabus completely, just highlight some of the important things. So you are responsible for reading the syllabus completely before the course. Okay, so here's the button where I was talking about before. Let me go back to announcements. I'll follow the announcement structure. So read the syllabus, update to Excel 2016. I talked about that. Sign up for the CFI course package. So when I say see menu button, I'm talking about the menu over here. And this is the button you would press to get to the package, and this is the bundle that you would choose. Now, once you're in the bundle, I'll show you what that looks like. I've been working on this as well. So just to let you know, I've taken the courses and I've completed a number of courses at 100% level because I wanted to review the courses completely before I assigned them to you. And how the courses basically work is when you start a class, and this is my dashboard. Yours might look a little differently, but when you start a course, say here's the Introduction to Corporate Finance. When you start a course, and this is one of the courses you're going to be doing in the class, they're going to have. Let me just pause that. Okay, so basically they're going to have different sections. So they'll have the introduction, they'll have here capital investment. And this is actually a good thing to choose here. So actually, when you go through, they'll have all these videos that you're going to watch under capital investment. And at the end, they'll have a little interactive exercise. So here will be drag the descriptions to match the types of buyers and M&A transaction attempts. Financial buyers, okay, so you get a check and that's correct. And then you continue and it says, okay, drag and drop the items to complete the MMA transaction equation. So standalone enterprise price plus net synergies, let's see, minus consideration. So let's check that. Okay, so then you get it correct and you continue. So now you're done and you can, there's a button down here where you complete and continue to the next phase. And then it opens up another video. Now, so this is why it's important to pay attention and watch the videos, because in each section it's going to go over and then have a review. And then in the conclusion, it's going to go over conclude. So it's going to break it up in different sessions. Then in the assessment area, there's going to be a qualified exam, which I took the exam. And then after the qualified exam, it's going to be, usually exams between 10 to 20 questions. There's going to be a survey to complete, which you need to complete this to get 100% completion of the course. So complete the survey and then you can complete the course. So once you pass the exam with 80% or better and you've watched all the videos, then you can get your certificate. So if you click on get your certificate, this is what you can, here is the certificate. Now, this certificate here, you can download as a PDF, and that's what you're going to do. You're going to download this as a PDF, and then you're going to attach it to Blackboard on the assignment. So this is the PDF of it, and you're going to attach this PDF on the assignment, and then, so this was, they don't expire, and you can also connect it to LinkedIn. So if you click on this, well, that's actually sharing the LinkedIn feed, but you can let me click verify, and it gives you the account number and your credential, and then later you can go and actually on LinkedIn, there's a spot in LinkedIn where you can add certificates. So let me close that. Okay. And then the course would be complete, and you go back to your dashboard and you start the next course. Okay, so and you get sort of metrics on how you're doing on the courses and how much you're completed. So far, I'm 75% done with the FMVA program. I'm going to finish it. My goal for the summer is to finish this up before the class starts. So that's how you sign up and start working on the CFI course packages through this link. So this link is specifically for Stony Brook students to get that bundle discount, which is 9 courses at less than $10 a course. So it's a really great value, and it's going to help build your not only your LinkedIn profile to have more certificates on it, but also give you the ability to later upgrade if you want the full certificate, which is not a requirement of the course. Okay. So next, review assignments. So see menu bar, so there's an assignments menu bar. So in here, you would see lecture 1. So I'm going to ask you to view Introduction to Corporate Finance and Math for Corporate Finance. These are sort of prereqs and sort of refreshers before you start the course. So I want you to be refreshed your knowledge of corporate finance and financial math. Most of this was covered in Finance 330, but I want you to these certificates are 5 points. So how do you get these 5 points? You have to complete the course, pass the test at 80% or better, click on this link, and then you'll have a Browse My Computer button. And this is where you can click here, Browse, and then attach the PDF file. So I clicked on Browse My Computer, and I selected the file. And then I can click on Browse My Computer again and select a second file. And these would be the PDF certificates that I will review to make sure your name's on it and that you pass the course. And then you just click Submit when you're done. Okay, so that's how you, let's go back to assignments here. So that's how you would complete those video lectures. So the video lectures are worth points. And again, you have to experience the whole lecture, earn the certificate, and upload it to earn the points. So the second lecture would be covering a crash course in Excel, which is a valuable course to get you started on reinforcing the Excel skills you're going to be using in the class. Then the first Excel project. So Excel project 1 is going to be due in September. And I have 3 files here. One file is going to explain how I grade your case projects. So that's just an Excel file to review, nothing to do there, just going to review, give some examples. And then I have 2 cases that you're going to complete. Now, these cases, I don't just expect you to do it 100% on your own. I create video lectures to review how to complete the case and how to, the step-by-step on how to complete each case. So you're going to have a guided tour of how to complete these cases, including the Excel skills needed to work on these cases. So that would be project 1. Then you have your CFI lecture 3, which is going to be the advanced Excel formulas. So I'm going to bring you to the advanced Excel level. Then Excel project 2, which are going to be more cases. And then we go to lecture 4, which is going to be now reading financial statements and building financial statement models. And then Excel project 3, and so on and so forth until you reach the end of the course. So at the end of the course, you'll have the last CFI lecture, which will be business valuation modeling, and the last Excel project, which will be 6, Excel project 6. And that'll bring us to the end of the class, which is in November. We have a shortened semester this semester. So classes are going to end before Thanksgiving this semester. And in this, as the Excel projects become later on in the class, they get a little bit more advanced, and they become, now you have 3 cases due instead of 2, and they become a little bit more involved, but the points value goes up as well. And again, I'm going to back up for each of these cases a full explanatory video on YouTube. So let's go back to announcements. So that's just the reviewing the assignments. So review Excel project examples. So there's a button here for Excel project examples. And this will just give you, if you click on here, you'll see I give you what an A-level grade or an A grade would look like for an executive summary, and what a poor or maybe a B grade would look like in the executive summary. Okay, so you might want to review that. And then we have subscribe to my YouTube channel playlist to review. So class of video, Now, so there's a button here that says class videos. This is going to bring you to my YouTube channel where I have put together a class playlist, and this is going to include video instructions for all the cases, Excel cases you're doing in the class. Now, I have about 80 of them already created. There's some that I'm working on. So day one, they're not all going to be there, but I'm going to be staying, a couple weeks ahead of you as far as the creation of these files of these videos to help you. So you may want to subscribe to my YouTube channel and then create a link to this playlist. And subscribing to the YouTube channel is important because I do put new videos up, and then you'll get a notice or an alert when a new video comes up about the course. So it might be an announcement about the course. It might be an additional help file or video. So make sure you subscribe to the course, to the YouTube channel or the course playlist, however that works, so you get all that information. Okay, now so the only remaining button I haven't talked about is the discussions button. So this discussion button, it's not a requirement. There's no discussion boards to really do here. But if you have questions for the TA, you can click here to create a question. So you can click in the forum, and you can create a thread. You should also subscribe. I'm going to subscribe so I get. And then you can create a thread, and you can ask a subject. So this could be your question. You submit your question, and then me or the TA will answer it. So basically, we'll go into the thread. I'll see the question, and then I'll answer. So I'll answer the question. Each assignment has a due date listed on the assignments tab. And that's just an example of how you can use this discussion board. So that way creates a fairness. Now, if you have anything more of a personal nature, please don't post it here. This is just for kind of course questions that the TA or me could answer in the class. Okay, so that's the overview of the course, and I wanted to give you an idea of how the class is going to work, what your responsibilities are, so you can decide whether or not this is the right course for you. I think this is a very valuable course as far as when you complete this course, you'll be your skills will be a much higher level, and your practical abilities and knowledge and skills for the workplace will be at a much more competitive level, and it definitely will give you something that you can talk about on interviews. And I've had students use these Excel cases to build sort of a portfolio of Excel work that they bring with them on the interview. So if they get a chance, they'll bring like a laptop and they'll show the interviewer, oh, I've done something similar to that in this case study. And, so you can kind of show your abilities as building a portfolio for yourself of casework that you've completed. Okay, thank you for your time. And I look forward to working with you during the course this semester. Take care.